Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to show you Rockwood's newest model, the 19RL.
With wines, pines, and canines, you'll feel right at home.
Now we are currently in Michigan. We're actually out of Walmart waiting to check into our next RV campground. But on the way up here from North Carolina, we decided to make a stop over near Elkhart, technically Millersburg, Indiana, and we did a factory tour.
It's always going to be on the floor and in that front cap area. Yeah. A lot of people would have.
And it was during that tour that they gave us a sneak peek of the new floor plan and a feature that many of you have been requesting for a long time.
So in this video, we're going to take a quick look around, both inside and out. Then we're going to come back and give you our thoughts now that we were able to walk around.
Yeah, for those of you that may not be that familiar with our channel, we own a 19 FBS.
So we are back. Now, well, two of us are back. The other one's taking a nap. The guys at Forest River were great. They hauled that from the back so we could take a look at it because it was not on the production line that day. But when we took a look at it, it was getting towards the end of the day and everyone was kind of wrapping up, so we didn't want to linger. But my first thoughts on the camper is I really liked it. First walking in, I was very happy with what I was seeing. Troy, what about you though?
Yeah, me too. Again, thanks to those guys. They took a lot of time out. They brought it around for us. I walked through this camper, and this is something that doesn't happen very often. When I walked through a camper, there was nothing that immediately shut me down, or it made me ask, oh, I don't need that, or why did they include this in the camper? It had everything I personally want to see in a camper.
Now, that doesn't mean that when we went back and kind of looked at video and started talking about it, that we didn't come up with some dislikes.
Yeah, but are any of those dislikes that big of a big deal?
Right. Are they going to be a deal breaker? You're going to have to watch. We're going to get into a little bit more detail on each of the, parts of the floor plan. And stick with us to the end because we have some additional information about an upcoming floor plan.
Well, let's jump right in. My favorite feature about this camper are the chairs. They are power operated recliners. They have USB ports built into them, and they have little lagoon style tables that work in conjunction with these chairs. I could find myself eating a lot here, and I could find myself falling asleep a lot in these chairs.
Now it is a mid-bath similar to the 20FK that we reviewed a few months ago. And I didn't like the mid-bath in the 20FK because the couch faced it and it just seemed so closed in. In this model, they've put in a sliding barn door, so the door isn't opening into the hallway. And when you're working in the kitchen, typically your back is going to be to the bathroom and you're going to be looking outside, so you really don't notice. And talking about that kitchen, now it doesn't have as much counter space as that 20FK, but it does have a decent amount of counter space. It's deeper because it's on the slide, so it's similar to the FDS. Plus the nightstand next to the bedroom can act as some additional countertop space. It does have that east-west, which, like the 20FK, wouldn't allow us to do that king mod we do in ours because of the mid-bath, but the nightstand and the openness here does make it feel less closed in than the 20FK.
One of the things I like a lot is that the bedroom is kind of separated from the rest of the camper. Because I get up very early in the morning, whereas Linda would rather not, I can get up, get my coffee, move to my power recliner, and she can continue to sleep.
Okay, one of the most important things in a 20-foot camper is storage. So let's talk about the interior storage, and then Troy's going to talk about the exterior storage. There is this deep cabinet next to the sofa. It's about 2 feet deep. It also has 2 drawers under the TV, cabinets over the couch. The bathroom has no storage directly under the sink, but this small cubby and the double medicine cabinet is definitely more than ours in the 19FBS. The bedroom has the nightstand, which opens up into a couple of shelves, but they do lack some in the kitchen. The only storage in the kitchen is the cabinet above and under the sink.
All right, when it comes to the exterior storage on this camper, there's really quite a bit. There's a box located right by the black and gray tanks that'll probably allow you very easily to store a lot of the things related to those type of connections. There is a small compartment on the outside of the slide. Not very deep, but it is kind of long. Under the bed on both sides of the camper, there's an immense amount of storage compared to our camper, where you can store quite a few things and it really makes up for the deficiencies throughout the rest of the camper. I didn't see a lot of changes in the 2026 models, but I was looking at a lot of stuff really fast. We didn't really pour over this camper with great detail.
Now it does have the Power Pro by Wefco for your control panel, which is voice, app, or panel controlled. Plus it has dimmable lights now, so you can control that with the panel as well.
Well, they have made some changes in the controller. They've gone away from the old Go Power and they have a new one. And they have maintained the 1800 watt inverter.
Now the interior color scheme is very similar to prior years. We really didn't notice that much difference. But the outside, there is a difference.
Now my 2 cents, I liked the definition of previous years with ePro and GeoPro. I liked the fact that they were their own thing. I liked the color, the little splash, a little pop of color. I like that. Now they've gone to this, it's very monochromatic, blacks and grays. It's not really my jam, but this world's got a lot of different types of people in it.
So we'd love to hear down below. Do you guys miss the colors, the orange on the GeoPro and the green on the ePro? Are you okay with them just going to the black and gray? Let us know down below. So the outside color scheme was our first dislike. So now we're going to break into a few more dislikes in the camper.
All right, so one of the little things we noticed is that Linda and I are fully reclined in these wonderful new power recliners. No one can come in the camper or out very easily. That's a small sacrifice I'm prepared to make.
A few things in the kitchen. I don't like, this is me, I don't like the windows being on kind of that back side of the camper because you're always looking out at your neighbor's campsite instead of your own. In the FBS, our window faces out front, and I just like that better, especially if we're cooking or relaxing out front. Again, that's just me. It's a small thing. I don't know that it definitely wouldn't be a deal breaker, but it may be for some. In addition, they did go to that 2-burner cooktop instead of the 3-burner on the Suburban, but they didn't go to one that looks like these that we have seen in other models. And I would have liked to have seen a 2-burner that uses up less counter space. Okay. And again, that storage in the kitchen, only having those 2 cabinets, we'd really have to figure out where some things were going to go. I would have loved to have seen somehow some kind of drawer in there instead.
Now, as far as the bathroom, it's on par with the 20FK. It's very similar. For a big guy like me, the showers are never going to be a plus. However, it does have more countertop space because the countertop goes across the front of the sink and to the far wall. So for somebody like Linda, that's definitely a big feature.
And lastly, the bedroom, the east-west bed. I know it's going to be a deal breaker for some of you guys. I will say I don't mind an east-west, especially like we mentioned in ours, because we can do that king mod. But in this one, we would have to make that kind of sacrifice if we were going to switch models. Now, if anyone has one of these, and I know that changing the sheets is a big thing, look at Betty's. They do now have something called a quick zip sheet as well as part of the package, which makes it a lot easier to change the sheets. So I'll leave that name down here if you want to check that out as well. But Troy, any deal breakers for you that you saw on this one?
No, absolutely not. There's little pet peeves, but for somebody like me, we drive long days, and just to be able to sit down comfortably and make concessions in every direction, I'm still willing to do.
Yes.
Just the
I'm
way it
fairly
is.
certain as long as the trailer had that reclining sofa, that everything else wouldn't matter to you.
If the fridge was close enough where I could literally just reach over and grab something, that would be perfect.
There you go. There you go. Maybe that'd be improvement. A little mini fridge there in that area.
Yeah, a dispensing station. Okay guys, all kidding aside though, this is going to be a very popular travel trailer. I think they've done a very nice job of building one. I think it's going to be extremely popular with these chairs, and I look forward to seeing how they do in the market.
Yeah, those theater seats are something we see pop up all the time with GeoPros, and can I, put a pair of these in one of the other models? So, will be interesting. And that brings us to our sneak peek of a future model.
There are some exciting things coming to GeoPro in the next year or so.
Yes, including a floor plan that has a separate bedroom. So this is on the GeoPro and likely ePro line. So if that's something you've been wanting, keep an eye out. Not sure when, but pretty cool, pretty cool. So, and if you would like to see more of our videos, please
Like and subscribe.
and remember, Desi, he always loved it when you hit that notification bell.